This is Vinnie Politan, who came up with some interesting thoughts yesterday in regards to this.
Pre-trial release of public information. It doesn't become public until the trial. So we're going to learn a lot more. We know about some of the witnesses. One of those witnesses we believe is going to be the DoorDash driver who made a delivery. And now, all of a sudden, we are hearing about and from that DoorDash driver in the form of a body cam video. Take a look.
You what?
I'm supposed to testify against Bryan next year.
Bryan?
Yep, I killed all the girls over in Moscow.
Well, this won't change any of that.
He's lying on my wrist.
I think they would be more concerned about the drug use than the DUI.
And now I have to testify. Big murder case too, so yeah, because I'm a DoorDash driver, so yeah.
You have to testify in which murder case?
Murder case with KOHBERGER'S.
Oh.
I'm a DoorDash driver, I sell Bryan.
You know, one of the things that you learn, and Mike, you can agree or disagree with me. One of the things you learn in policing, and good cops do this, is to treat everyone equally. You know, to treat everyone the same. And a person like this, you may be tempted to treat her in a fashion with a little disrespect because she is under arrest for DUI, right? She's got a drug problem. Potentially she has a mental health problem. But it is not your job as a police officer or anyone in law enforcement, prosecutors, defense attorneys, anyone that would have anything to do with her, to look down upon her or to treat her anything less than an upstanding human being. And now many people, of course, are saying, oh, she's got a drug problem. She's arrested for DUI. She's not credible. She didn't see what she saw, and she can't testify against Bryan Kohbeeger because she's an unreliable witness. Mike.
Bill, she's gonna testify, and she's gonna testify for the prosecution. We're not exactly sure what she's gonna say, but and I was thinking as I'm watching that, the one card I think Ann Taylor could play effectively against this, against MM, the DoorDash driver, would be, instead of attacking her credibility based on some issues she's having with narcotics or alcohol, to say, look, isn't it true that you got a deal to get the DUI dropped in order to testify at this trial? Was there some sort of deal made for your testimony and imply that she is testifying as the prosecution would want her to testify against Kohberger in exchange for getting a DUI collar knocked out? That's I think the one way Ann Taylor could actually challenge her credibility without going into anything personal or about alcohol or narcotics or some stress or that she's undergoing, because people relate to that. Everybody has an issue somewhere in their life that they're dealing with, but I think this is the one avenue she could go and just gently attack her credibility. And so the jury might say, okay, she's a DoorDash driver. I'll look at other things and other piece of evidence, but I won't really consider her all that much because her testimony might be just doctored a little bit because some charges may have been dropped against her.
Mike, we want to also point out that this was from the body-worn video from the arrest on September 5th, 2024.
That's right. So
potentially she was interviewed way back in 2022, either in November or December. And right. As we spoke about, an in-depth interview, and if she told the police exactly what we're talking about today on June 26, 2025, but she obviously, this recording was on September 5th, 2024. If she told them the same thing, then that lends a lot of credibility to what she said in November or December of 2022, especially if accompanied by an in-depth interview and a picking out Bryan Kohbeeger in a photo lineup, a photo array.
Absolutely, because if she testifies at trial to exactly what she told the police after she was first interviewed late in November, then that could always counter any allegations Ann Taylor could possibly make that she doctored her testimony. So long as she sticks with, and I think Bill Thompson will do that, stick with a really narrow scope of direct examination and just leave it at that. And Ann Taylor will have difficulty then attacking, because if there's no change in testimony from what she originally told the police, there's no way you could attack her as being non-credible. So very interesting. Good point. Really good point.
100%.